Welcome to How Good Is It? I'm going to talk about how good is Iroha, in this case the anime version, or as we usually just call her, Iroha 2. So how good is Iroha 2? Well, let me give you a little bit of a help, okay? If we scroll right down here, it says, thank you for watching, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, without joking this time, how good is she actually? Okay, she's bad, but let's get over it. Why is she bad, okay? Because she's a healer, okay? But if you want the long answer, let's actually go into all of her ability, all of the things that she does. So she's got 2 Excel Discs, 2 Blast Discs, already a loss because she doesn't have 3 Excel Discs, which, why the fuck does she have 2 Blast Discs when she has bad attack and is a healer? I don't know. And you can say, oh, but because the original Iroha has, yeah, but this is anime Iroha. It does not have to be the exact same unit as normal Iroha, so they could have just changed it. So she doesn't have great attack. Her HP and defense are, I guess, somewhat decent, but not that amazing either. So stats are definitely not a high point of this unit. Connect is damage up, which is probably the best thing about this entire unit so far. And then it has remove status ailments, HP restores. Let's just go on the list. Doppel, revive ally, which we've seen on many units so far, is not good. Regenerate HP, which is actually a decent percentage here, but yeah. I guess status ailments for three times for 3 turns, okay. Remove status ailments from all allies, HP restore to all allies. What else do we have? Active HP restore, remove status ailments. The passive aura is regenerate HP, status ailment resistance, negates 2 status ailment resistance to status ailments to self. Also herself regenerates HP and a little bit of MP, so a really small amount. Has bonus ailment resistance, has bonus defense. We throw everything together. What do we see? We see heal, we see ailment resistance. Okay, ailments can be kind of annoying sometimes, but for the most part they really aren't gonna completely fuck you over. Mostly because also it takes like an enemy turn to actually use ailments, and if you kill them before that, it's not gonna be a beat up. So the heal part, let's just talk about the heal part. How important is healing your characters? Well, if you have an account that takes many turns to kill an enemy on 100 evils, for example, let's talk about 100 evils. If it takes many turns to kill an enemy, and enemies get like a Magier off on your team, where they get a double off on your team, where they can buff themselves and then hit your team really hard on 100 evils, yeah, then you might want to have a healer. But on one hand, really powerful enemies might just one-shot you, in which case you're not gonna get much out of healing if you're just dead. And on the other hand, just use attack down on an enemy like a meteor rain. But even if you don't have a meteor rain, there's other sources of attack down as well. Or just kill enemies before they kill you. I keep mentioning this every single video, and I feel like I'm slowly walking towards mentioning all of these different reasonings again why defensive and healed characters are not good. So let's just skip right ahead. I don't need to mention every single video. Why are heal and defensive characters bad? Because they are crutches to help you when you deal low damage and take extra turns against enemies. When you take extra turns against enemies, you will need defensive abilities, you will need heal in order to keep surviving. But they are just crutches. Once you actually get enough damage and really strong active memoria alongside that to just kill enemies, or to just have active memoria that completely destroy, like neuter enemy damage, like meteor rain, at that point you don't need defensive characters anymore and you don't need heal anymore. So if you're going into this as a free-to-play and you want to invest into characters, why should you invest into crutches? Just invest into a heavy submachine gun that can kill enemies, and then you don't need a healer and you don't need a defensive character. I know I always get, on every single video like this that I do, I always get someone saying, oh, but I did 100 evils and I had a healer that helped me throughout the battle, and without that healer I would have been dead. Which is true, like, yeah, without that healer you would have been dead. But why invest into another healer if so that you will keep needing to heal in the future? Like, you will tell me this on every single video for the next 2 years if you invest into healers, that yes, I needed healing, if instead you can just get a really good damage dealer. Like Kuro was actually really good for this. A really good damage dealer for 100 evils, and then you will write to me in the comments, guess what, I didn't need healing anymore because I have a damage dealer now. And that's basically what she's like. So yes, status ailments can be pretty dastardly sometimes, so I guess having some resistance is fine, having some negation is fine. There might be some 100 evils where this will be fine. But why worry about this? I have a Kurue and a Mikage, and just a Kurue and Mikage who have like average Memoria already do most 100 evils just by themselves because they're just that fucking strong. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, I just only need those two characters. I guess I need a third because you can only go into 3, but just those two characters basically solve all of 100 evils forever. So why bother with healing, right? Why bother with healing? I don't know. Let's talk about the personal. So this personal is actually kind of busted if it wasn't another character. So starting the battle with 15% MP and 20% XL MP gain up as a passive, that's actually pretty darn fucking good. If this was on a character that was like a Magia character, like a character that actually had a really strong offensive Magia or a Magia that buffed really hard, then this would have actually been a really good personal. So because it helps you get to the Magia and keep chaining multiple Magias, while also making sure that the first Magia, or double rather, you get there really fast. But you don't really need this for this character because her double is, it's completely 100% defensive about healing, which is just no, you don't need this. So overall, should you roll for Tamaki Iroha, by the way, who has a double, who has like a duo art right here. I don't know why there's a duo art right here. She's a solo character. You can see it right here in the 4-star. I don't know why they gave her a duo art. It doesn't matter. She's still just a single character. I don't know. But yeah, should you roll for this character? Well, if you really like Iroha for some reason, there are Iroha fans out there. I know that. It's hard to know exactly how many there are. There might be like 2 or 3 maybe. But there are apparently Iroha fans out there, I've been told. Yeah, you might want to roll for her to get just 1 slot so you can put her on your home screen, because she actually is the best Iroha for home screen, because every one of the other Irohas, that by the way all look exactly the fucking same, they don't have this weird thing on her arm. I don't know if you can show it in the costumes. So her arm actually has, she has her arms behind her. They also shows the regular Tamaki Iroha because they have the same, are virtually indistinguishable. That's not true. That's not actually true. Oh my god. Okay, the point is, the anime Iroha actually has, this is the other one, actually has this sort of thing on her glove or whatever where the crossbow comes out. So it's like a little bracelet or whatever, like a bracelet or something that she has on her arm, which none of the other Irohas have. So if you want to have the Malibu Stacy with the straw hat, I mean the Tamaki Iroha with the bracelet on your home screen, then you can roll for this anime version. If you don't give a shit about a single fucking bracelet, then don't roll for her. What the fuck? Yeah, she's not good. Just don't. Please just don't. Don't give them money for such an uninspired character. And I don't mean anime version Iroha, I mean just Iroha in general. There's another Memoria in this gacha though, which is this Memoria right here, which is the very first passive Memoria with 30% attack up, which is pretty good. Minimum and maximum attack, or the maximum attack is not as high as it could be. It's like 2045 is. We've seen Memoria with high, I think we've seen up to like 2300 or something. I think the Alicari Memoria is like 2300 or something. So you're losing out some of the like base attack in order to make up for that 5% that you're getting. So overall, you'll still get a little bit more attack out of this Memoria than not having it. But on the other hand, it's not that big of a deal. On the other hand, also you get the status ailments, so many hands, which does make this Memoria look a lot like the Toka Memoria, because Toka Memoria also had attack up, which is 20%, and ailment resistance, but 30% on it. Overall, of course, this is just the limited version of the Toka Memoria, and it's better than Toka Memoria in that, because 5% ailment resistance is not going to be as important as 10% attack up, in most cases, that is. So overall, this is a really good Memoria. But this is still pretty far from like something that's game breaking or great or something that you really need to have. It's just a good one to have if you are already rolling for anime Iroha, which you really shouldn't. Like I said, unless you're a diehard Iroha fan, in which case, sure, why not? I almost said something really terrible about Iroha, but I'll keep it down. I've already said enough bad things about Iroha as a unit. And as a character I hate as well. But that was, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, don't throw for Iroha, and I'll see you guys next time.